today, guys. Thank you guys for stopping in on today's video. We are getting into some exciting stuff. Today is July 14th, I believe, or maybe it's the 15th. I think it's the 15th today, and it is time to start getting into harvest equipment. I washed the 5488 this morning, and our Magnum has been washed. And what the plan is this combine is the 2388, which is our partner's combine, but since we're short on acres this year due to preventative plant, we're not 100% sure, but we are gonna be getting both machines ready to roll. But this combine may do the majority of the harvest just because it is the bigger machine. It can run a 30-foot bean head to where ours can only run a 25-foot bean head, and this one's just got a lot more bean capacity in it. And it's a lot easier to try to maintain and keep one combine running rather than two. But we'll just have to see how things work out. So this combine is actually going to go to our shop over at our house to get washed, and we have to move some bean heads around, some of our bean heads around. We've sold a couple. And then we're going to take the Magnum, and I believe that this is a 750 bushel cart. So you remember last year how I sort of wanted a bigger cart? I'm going to get it this year. We're going to use this one. Our neighbor's, then he's got a 500 bushel one, and then we'll have our 500 bushel cart, and then of course the semis and all that mess. But we're going to move the combine out. We're going to hook the cart up and get it moved inside and go through it fast, because I'm sort of in a time crunch right now, and the cart doesn't need anything other than to be greased and looked over. Hopefully it doesn't need anything.
From Central City, Kentucky, the home of True Vine Farms, the one and only Farmer King.
I don't know if you guys know this or not, but this combine, we about had a big accident with it last fall. It started throwing ashes, and it just about burnt to the ground last fall. We were able to save it. It was late at night. Brought it up here, probably spent an hour with 2 garden hoses just rinsing the thing down. But we are gonna wash this thing up. I know a few things this machine needs, and we'll just see how it goes. But we're gonna check engine oil. I know the thing needs hydraulic fluid, so we gotta do that. And then she was cold stone dead earlier today, so the battery charger's been on it for about 3 hours now, so we'll see if she's able to talk. Well, we got the grain cart in the shop. We're gonna hop in this thing and take it to our house so it can be washed, and well, it needs a bath in the worst way. And unfortunately we got a mouse problem that we gotta figure out. But there's a lot. Anyways, so we are gonna get this thing home, and then we're not quitting today, but I got other stuff to do, so I may not see you guys again till tomorrow. Just look away. Don't mind this field right here. You know, it is not going hot. This is one of those fields that we planted, I think it was in the 1st of June, where we had chain coming off, sprocket, shaft sliding. You guys may remember it. But yeah, so basically right after we planted, we sprayed our post spray, and that is not held out because you see that tall green mat? Those ain't the beans, that's pigweed. So we're out here unfortunately having to take care of a very ugly field. And can you imagine, it's right next to the main road. I mean, this is the only field out of, I think it's like 475 acres total we planted this year. It's just a 7-acre field. It's the only one that looks like this on the main road. It's got its sister over there. It's about 15 acres. It looks like this, but not near to the extent this is. So we're out here spraying it. We're using some pretty heavy stuff. We got Roundup, Enlist, and Liberty all in the same sprayer tank. And we're trying to get it out, but unfortunately we're probably only going to get about a 60% kill because the stuff's so big. And for the ones you've asking why we didn't come spray it sooner, the weather's not been cooperating. Oh yeah, and look at my new spray tank I got. Our guy Jay that works for Helena, where we get all of our stuff from, they always give us a nurse tank for the year. So instead of buying a new tank to put on the trailer, we just, you know, put the whole thing on there. Then I got my chemicals and stuff up front, and well, that's how we're rolling till we build our new spray trailer for next year. If it wasn't for the drowned out spots and the pigweed and all the beans were even, we would have a really good stand of beans. I mean, these beans do not look bad at all. It's just you can't see them because of all the pigweed and grass that's in there. But you know, that's why we're taking care of this, is we're going to kill the pigweed and hopefully they'll canopy and sort of help shade out the weeds. But yeah, other than like, you see that big sort of a brown yellow spot, and there's a big pond right there over in that corner of the field. You know, besides those spots, so about half the field looks really good. We just got to grow a good enough bean to supplement the half of the field that didn't really grow at all. See right here, these beans are the good beans I'm talking about. There's spots all throughout the field, but these are about as tall as the spray coop tires. And then right here is the hill that we planted back in April when it was dry and when all this was still underwater. And those things look good. Hopefully, the Lord willing, we'll keep getting the rains we need and we should have a really good bean crop. This is actually getting fungicide here before long too, which is another spray coop job, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, for the year we had, if these weeds would die, this farm wouldn't look this bad. Oh yeah, we got a new day with our new job and an $87 filter right here. Yeah, see, this is a cab air filter for our 1486. And, well, the other one just pretty much left the chat. It just fell out, and we don't know where it went. And see, also, my dad unhooked the sprayer, and we're going to go do some mowing. Now, unfortunately, it's not going to work out this year. Mowing is one of those things, it's an all-day job if you do it all. And I usually just like to do it all in one day and be done with it, unhook the thing. But yeah, this thing's been hooked up for about a week already. So, it's definitely not an all-day thing. And I'm going to mow for a couple hours, and then I'm going to eat some lunch. And then I got to go spray, so as you see, it's how this is going to go. We're going to do a couple hours here and there, and it's going to take about a month to get it all done. Well, change of plans. Here's our partner's 1086 and his bush hog back there. And then we got our 1486 and ours. We actually bought our bush hog from him years ago, because they used to do a bunch of bush hogging for the coal mines and all that. But, change of plans. We are going to go spray now. I got 36 acres of bean post spray. The last bean post spray. Then all that's left is fungicide. And well, apparently there's chances of rain this afternoon. So we're going to go get that done before it rains. And say this is the field that I had to come in, and this is a 36-acre field, and I had to replant about 18 acres of it. So some of these beans are about 2 foot tall, and then some of them are about 8 inches to a foot tall. So some of these beans have already canopied and some have not. So we're just sort of trying to take the bad with the good here on post spray, because you don't want the beans to be canopied when you post spray. You want your spray to hit the ground. Well, on about 75% of the acres, we're hitting the ground. So yeah, we just got interseeded beans here because I planted this way across the field, I went this way across the field. Just wherever there weren't beans is where we put the planter down at. Some of them, this is not replant, and some of them will look really good, then out there is replant, and well, they're catching up, they're coming. Well, and after we did a few hours of bush hogging, ate some supper, and now we're working on this grain cart. So I just got done greasing the cart and our Magnum tractor here. The only thing left to do is actually hook up the cart. And I am going to go ahead and do that because this drawbar has to be moved out because this PTO shaft is too long. So we're going to go ahead and unhook it, pull the tractor up, pull the drawbar out, hook the remotes up, run the auger, yada yada. And my dad brought out a good point is we're still 3 months away from harvest. So we want this grain cart hooked up to this tractor. And I get to what he's getting to, but also unless something comes up, this tractor is not going to be doing anything anyways till harvest time. So we're going to go ahead and have the cart hooked up, and if we need the tractor, it's a hitch pin, a PTO shaft, and 4 hydraulic hose lines. We can unhook it and it'd be fine if we need the tractor, but if we don't, then it's hooked up, sitting in the machine shed back there, ready to go. And to move this drawbar out, there's not much to do. It's a 3/4, or it's a 1/2 inch bolt, which holds a pin in, that I'm pretty sure I stripped out the spring, and then that pin slides, and you just slide the drawbar out. Probably needs to be slid out about 1 foot or so. And see, this is why we work on things now, because I was just messing with that PTO shaft and it won't release to where we can slide it onto the shaft. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope they enjoy it. Remember, faith, family, farm. See you in the next one.